Hey guys, welcome to my Sega Genesis collection video. Yes, guys. Oh yeah, Sega! You said it. That's awesome. I was gonna wait a little bit till later to make this episode, but I decided to make these in order of when I experience these consoles from now on. So, this is technically my retroactive / retconned first episode in this series because my collection videos, because this is the first console I have ever played on at the age of 4 years old. There was 1998. My mom was like, here's this console. It's my brother's, aka our uncle's, for my siblings. Here you go with these two beautiful games right here, which we'll get to them later on. And here we go. So, most of these games I played in my adulthood. Rarely any of them I played in my teenage years. And rarely any of them I played as a child. But let's start off with The Adventures of Batman and Robin, which is a game I got, I think, right after high school, or right around the time of graduating from high school. I remember in high school, my dad rebought me a Sega Genesis with some games. It came with like a bundle. This might have been one of them, but I can't remember if it was. But this is a really fun game. I have not gone past the first level. It is so fucking hard. I don't know if there's like an easy mode or not. I need to look into that. But this is a great game. I think it's all like it's all like reproduced, I think. But the game is still there. But it's a great game. It is. I love The Adventures of Batman and Robin. Next up is Aladdin. I love Aladdin. Aladdin is a great game. It's cool as hell. It's one of the best games on the Genesis. One of the best selling games on the Genesis. I love this game. Still haven't beaten it yet, but it is a fun game. I love Aladdin. Next up, we got Art Alive right here, which is also another fun game. There goes my cat. And, well, I don't know much about Art Alive, but I know that it is a game about art, and I love art, and I'm going to play more of this, and I heard good things about it. So I definitely want to check it out. I've owned this for like 2 years now, I think. I bought this on my old job right before I got hired there. So on like the day I heard they were hiring, I think, from their old shop in Madison Heights. So yeah, I seriously need to check out this game. I really need to get around to it. Next up is a game I'm not personally too fond of, but a lot of people love this game. This is a game that I mostly hear negative things about, and it's kind of earned. Like, it's not like the worst thing. It's not like this is a trashy fucking piece of shit game. No, it's not like that. It's just very dated, not very good, but still fun. It's still charming. It still has its silly elements to it. I love Altered Beast. Altered Beast is a game that I kind of love, but not really. But it is a solid game. I think I only made it up to level 4 in this game on the 3DS version. But I have the arcade version, which is awesome, with the Sonic. I think it's on that guy over there, and it's on Sonic Mega Collection. No, Sonic's Ultimate Justice Collection, which is like, yeah, hell yeah. Okay. Next up is Beyond Oasis. This is a game that I freaking love to death. This is a custom box art, which I think fits the game beautifully well. The cartridge is official. That is the official box art. But yeah, this is a game that I want to beat. I got really far into it. This is one of the few Western release RPG games on the Genesis. It's a great game. I love it. AKA The Story of Thor. This is a cool game. It is. It really is. Next up is a game that I think is kind of cheap. In terms of the way it's designed, but I love it still. Comic Zone, which is name again something. I think his name is something Turner. The main character's name, I forgot his name, but like his name, I think his name is Sketch Turner. I think this is it, or something like that. I forgot his name, but this is a great game. This was supposed to come with a music CD, but it doesn't. Like music quality soundtrack from the game. I don't think it does. And we had a version at Retro Taku that was like, crap. That was like in like one of those like cardboard boxes that came with the disc. I don't know if it came with the disc, because I would have. I looked at that fucker, or I asked my manager, and he said it wasn't there. So I'm pretty sure it wasn't there, because I was like, okay, because I don't think it exists. I think it's just very, very hard to find. Next up is a banger of a classic, one of the best games in the Sega Genesis. Every Genesis owner should have this game. This is my wife's. She played this game as a kid, and I rebought it for her. It's very cutesy. I think my kid beat this game. I'm pretty sure, or she beat it with her. Crystal's Ponytail, yeah, by Sega Club, yeah. It's a cutesy game. I'm not trying to talk down in it, but this game is literally you just walk and that's the game. You beat it. Like there's like little to no button input. There's some, but not a lot. This game is surprisingly, it looks as awesome as as it appears. I was like, there's a T-Rex holding a freaking like machine gun, or like basically a turret, or yeah, I don't know my guns, but I'm like, this game looks incredibly awesome, and I want to play it, and it's great, and it's fun, and I love it. It is really good. It's called Tom Mason's Dinosaurs for Hire. What a badass game. I bought this game as soon as I could at my old job. I freaking loved it, man. Oh my god, it's funny. It's a funny game. Oh, there goes the cartridge. But I need to, oh shit. Well, the game itself is actually pretty good. Just the box art looks really funny. Yeah, oh my god, I love it. Okay, all right. Next up is another Genesis iconic game that, yeah, hell yeah, it's another iconic game on the system that. Oh no, I'm going over here. That's right. This game right here is iconic on the console for sure. It's actually another franchise, but disguised as a Sonic game, or AKA Robotnik game. Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine. This is the only Western North American Sonic-related game I have on the console because I actually like this game, and it's actually Puyo Puyo Pop. I don't have anything against Western-developed games. It's not that. It's just. I'm not the biggest fan of Sonic Spinball or Sonic 3D Blast. I played those games for years, and I still technically will forever have them on other compilations. They're not terrible games. They're just not Sonic games I really care to play through and finish. But this game I find to be fun because A, it's based off Adventures of Sonic, which I love Adventures of Sonic, and B, it's generally a fun game, and C, it got reference to Sonic Mania. Like, that's pretty awesome. Not even Sonic Spinball really got reference to Sonic Mania. So that's pretty cool in my opinion. So yeah, it's a good game. Another classic on the Genesis, Dynamite Headdy, a fun game. This is one game I want to really keep playing more of. I love Dynamite Headdy. Flashback is a game I've always been interested in. It's like one of those, like, it's basically the same design as Out of This World or Another World. I love Flashback. It's a really cool game. I do love this game. I do. Flashback is great. Again, not being it yet. Same thing with Forgotten Worlds, an awesome, badass game. You're gonna hear me say that a lot about these games. Sega Genesis games are fucking badass and awesome. It's like designed like Contra, but it's Sega's answer to that kind of. Yeah, it's cool as hell. It is. This isn't a game. No, it's a cheat device. I love Game Genie. It's super awesome to use this. No shame in using this for like other games though in general. Like there really is no shame because these games are fucking hard, man, and that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. Golden Axe. I only had the first one, but it's an awesome game. Kick-ass shit. I think it's on the Astro City Mini over there. The sequel is, which is part of why I got it. But yeah, the arcade sequel is. But yeah, Golden Axe is awesome. This is one of the handful of Sega Genesis games that I grew up with. This is one of the first Sega Genesis games I ever played. It's called Granada. And I used to think it's called Ex Julian or some shit because I couldn't read, but it's called Granada. It's an overhead tank shooter that takes place during 2016 where like the world ended. And I'm like, that's interesting. That's 2016. Yeah, see? Right there. And it has to do with, I think it has to do with like blowing up machines and taking care of garbage. I know Veteran's about garbage, but yeah, this game is, damn it. This game is interesting. And we got Green Dog, the Beach Surfer Dude, which I first heard of this game from a song. Yeah, from a song, believe it or not. From the Loser Genesis compilation. A guy was rapping about the Sega Genesis. This is one of the games he mentioned. And I'm like, what the hell's a Green Dog? And I looked it up, and then GameSec made this like a running joke game. And I love that. I love Green Dog. It's not perfect, but I do like it for what it is. And I need to play it again. I love the art style, at least, or the artwork. But yeah, it's an interesting game. It is. All right. Moving on down over here, we got Jurassic Park and Jurassic Park Rampage Edition. I've not played much of this one yet, but this game's alright. It's not as good as the movie, that's for damn sure. But it's still a pretty good game though. It's a solid Genesis game. This is the best of its time. I'd like the Sega CD one a lot so far, but this one's pretty good too. Not as good as it's better than the Super Nintendo version. I'll tell you that much. This one, I think I did play it for like a second, and it was pretty good, but I need to keep playing more of it. But yeah. Lemmings. Now, there's a few reasons why I own this game. A, I swear to God, this game inspired the Worms series. We used to have the first Worms game on PC. And B, I once heard a story a long time ago that Lemmings led into the creation of Sonic. That usually not going to play this game and give him ideas for Sonic 1. But I don't know if that story's fully true or not. But yeah, I don't know, man. I said it in the old video review that it's long gone now. It's not on this channel. I do have a review of Sonic 1 up on my channel, and Sonic 2 and Sonic 3, so please watch those if you love the Sega Genesis. I did review some Sega Genesis games on this channel, and I might do a review of Streets of Rage and Outrun in the future. I don't know if you guys want me to. It's fucking Rice Star. I love. I don't know if you guys can hear that, but I love Rice Star. Yeah, Lemmings is cool. I like it. Next up is The Lion King. We all know how balls crazy hard this game is. I know you can't get past level 2 in this game. It's so difficult because of rental companies being like, yeah, it made the game impossible to the point kids can't beat it. Maybe that's why Adventures of Baron Robin's so hard, I'm guessing. But yeah, that's what games were so hard back then because kids were just renting them back in the day. It's kind of ridiculous that was the reason why they were so hard. But yeah, I don't know. It's weird. But yeah, Lion King. Marsupilami, I only have this game because my wife likes it, but I also like it too. It's a fun game, don't get me wrong, and she got me like into this game, and she's like, oh, I love Marsupilami. What the hell is a Marsupilami? Well, now I know what it is. He looks like some kind of weird, like Brazilian or like Australian character or some shit. I don't know. He's not from America, I can tell. I don't think he is. I'm pretty sure he isn't, but that doesn't matter. You know, that does not matter. No, hardly. Marsupilami is interesting. I like it for what it is. I've been wanting Michael Jackson's Moonwalker for a long time, and I finally own it. I think is this a repro cartridge? I think it might be a repro cartridge. It kind of feels like one. The manual is in shrink wrap. Yeah, I think this is all like reproduced. Oh yeah, that feels very light. This is a reproduced cartridge. Oh, it says 16-bit, and it's all in Japanese or Chinese. It's in some kind of characters. It's in kanji or something of some kind. Maybe it's katakana. I don't know, man. It's just some. Yeah, it's not English. So whatever, man. Hee hee. Michael Jackson's Moonwalker. Interesting game, to say the least. Man, this game needs a comeback. It needs a remake. It needs a re-release. Maybe. I don't know. Here we have Mortal Kombat, which is a cool ass game. The first third-party game ever to like re-blow up on Sega Genesis and Super Nintendo. The game to end all games is what it was looked at the time. It's strongly mentioned in the book Console Wars, which I mentioned that in a few of my videos. But yeah, Mortal Kombat's a big deal. It is. I'm not the biggest fan of fighters, but I do like this game and this Street Fighter game I have, which we'll get to that one later on. But Mortal Kombat. I'm also not the biggest fan of sports games whatsoever, but I do love NBA Jam for its charm. I think I also have. Oh, I have on Sega CD. I do. But yeah. Which, I need to get those Dreamcast sports games. Eventually I will. But NBA Jam's pretty good. I love it for what it is. And I even have this game. What the I have the Tournament Edition as well? Why do I have this? I do. I think I love NBA Jam a little too much. I might end off selling this. I don't know. But NBA Jam Tournament Edition, here it is. Very cool stuff. And now we have Outrun, a Genesis classic. I will never sell this game. This is one of my favorite 16-bit... This is one of my favorite like old school arcade games of all time. I love Outrun so much. I think I love it more than Daytona USA and Space Harrier. It's just such a relaxing game. It really is. It's just about driving. Yes, you have to race against the clock, but like if you play with like the right music, oh, I love it. Yu Suzuki is a gaming genius for making this game, and of course Shenmue the others. But this is one of his finest works. He has this big soft spot for this game, and unfortunately he didn't get to make it the way he wanted to make it. It isn't. He didn't really want the timer there. He wanted to be about like just having fun and driving. But Sega was like, no, there has to be more of a challenge to it than that. And there is, but it's still a good game. It is, for what it is. Outrunners is decent. I also used to have Outrun 2019, but looks like I sold it off. Aw, that sucks. Outrunners is pretty good. It's not quite Outrun 2. That game exists on the original Xbox, and we'll get to that when we get to the Xbox episode. But I love Outrunners. Outrunners is good too. And here we have Pitfall, the Mayan Adventure. I've not played this yet. I've heard good things about it, but I've not played it yet. I need to play this game. This iconic gem on the Sega Genesis, developed by the famous Yuji Naka. Please give him a break. What happened. Let's just let that all go now. Phantasy Star 2 from the creator of Sonic the Hedgehog. Yes, great game. And of course, I had the first one on the Master System too. Oh yeah, and I also gave the cartridge custom art. No, this is the official cartridge. It is. I just gave it. Yeah. No, like I don't like the Western art at all. In fact, this character right here makes fun of how she looks in the Dreamcast game Sega Gaga, which is interesting. She makes fun of her design from the US release. That's pretty funny. I need to keep playing that game too, man. Seriously, I need to. Next up, we have the famous, iconic, badass Phantasy Star 4 on the Sega Genesis. I love this game too. I have only played the intro of it, but it was awesome because I'm playing these games in order. I don't have 3 because 3 sucks. I used to own it, but it really does suck though. Next up we have is Pocahontas, a game that I'm not at all nostalgic for, but my wife loves Pocahontas. That's a part of why we have this game. And I remember seeing commercials of this game on old Disney tapes, but really it was the PC version, but this is similar to it, so that's a part of why I want to get to. And then next up we have Road Rash 2, one of the few games I had. Yeah, I only have 4. I made a handful of videos about the Sega Genesis already on this channel. I did, but Road Rash 2 was one of the first games that I ever played as a kid. And I love Road Rash 2. It's so fun, and it doesn't hold up that well to me today. But honestly, I still love it for what it is. I really do. Here we have Rent a Hero, and I talked about this game in my Dreamcast episode. The remake. This is the original, but I don't own it physically yet. I just have the case, which sucks because I was like, oh, I have Rent a Hero? No, I don't. I'm like, what the fuck? So I don't have it yet, but I will get it. I do have the manual at least, but yeah, I got to get the English translation cartridge. I'm meaning to pick it up. But yeah, Rent a Hero. Great game. I have it on the EverDrive, I think, over there, which we could talk about that guy in a little bit. Here next up we have Rice Star, and Rice Star is awesome. Is the music over? What the hell? This is the first Sonic Team game that oh, it's not okay. This is the first Sonic Team this is the Jesus Christ, if I can just talk. This is the first game that Sonic Team made that's not Sonic Team. Yeah, Sonic Team made this game, and they're not credited anywhere at all. But this game is on Sonic Med Collection, which is probably how you know. Plus, look at his character design. You can tell, like, the characters, they look very Sonic-y. But yeah, no, this is a Sonic Team made game, and yeah, it's weird. This is a reproduction because the cartridge is falling. The label's falling off the cart. But yeah, here it is, Rice Star. Great game. I love Rice Star. Next up, we have Konami's answer to Sonic, Rocket Knight Adventure. This is a classic on the Genesis. I love this game to death. This is one game I really want to beat one day. It's hard to get through. I may have to beat it on easy mode, which is totally fine. But I love Rocket Knight Adventure. Cool ass game. I think I sold this game at Retro Taku, then I rebought it because I was like, why the fuck did I do that? So yeah, I'm glad I did. One of the few good RPGs on the Genesis, Shining in the Darkness, a game I definitely need to keep playing more of because I really like this game. It's a cool ass game. Okay, we could just skip over these games because they don't matter at all. They fuck those games. They don't matter at all. Let's move on to Strider. No, I'm joking. Of course I am. Oh my god, how could you not talk about Sonic the Hedgehog? This is one of the most important video game characters of all time. I mean, I dedicate my life to Sonic pretty much. Like, I love this character. I love this franchise. You know, you guys can tell I'm a huge fan of Sonic. Like, I worship him every day, and I pray to Tikal or to Light Gaia every night before I go to bed and thank them for my love of the kid. No, I'm just playing around. I don't love Sonic that much, but Sonic has always been in my life. Okay, fine. I'll be serious from here right now. Okay, ready? All right, here we go. Sonic has been in my life since I was 4 years old, since I was a little kid, and these are the first 2 games I have ever played in my entire life. And I've told the story multiple times, including in my game reviews, and they mean a lot to me. And yeah, if you look closely, there's no big, fat, ugly, not for real resale sign right there. I wonder what that is. I didn't print this out either. This is the official release of the game. And I have these coins. These came with the Tomy classic Sonic figures coming out at the time for Sonic Mania. But yeah, yeah, no, this is the copy. This isn't the copy I first played when I was a kid. No, my uncle still has that. But this is what it looked like. I remember seeing this. He bought the games because he got the Ultra Beast Genesis at the time. That came with Ultra Beast. So he got Sonic 1 and 2 on his own. Yeah, no, this is definitely an official copy. Look at that. Look at that. It looks beautiful without the ugly, not for resale. You know, it really does though. Not the biggest fan of Sonic 1, but if it wasn't for Sonic 1, there would be no Sonic in general. So, I love Sonic 1 still. I do. It is debatably one of my favorite games on the Genesis, but it's not. And neither is Sonic. I love Sonic 2. This is definitely up there as one of my favorite games on the console. This is such an important game to gaming in general. This is the first game you could ever pre-order, the first game to ever have an official street date release and everything. It did a lot for, and this is the first game that ever blew up truly for Sega, that made Sega what they are now, and you know, the most popular Sega game, the most financially successful Sega game, and it's a lot of people's favorite Sega game too. Not just for Sonic, but for Sega, man. This game is a huge deal, huge deal. I love Sonic 2 so much, and Sonic 1, but my true favorite game of all time, well, Sega Genesis game. This was my favorite Sega Genesis game for like the longest of time. It still is. I love Sonic 3 and Knuckles. Yes, you combine them together to make one giant game. The coin's in there, right, for Knuckles, I think. Oh, what the hold on a second. What the hell's going on with this? Hold on a minute. Yeah, all right, I do have the coin. So, Sonic 3 Knuckles, you know, got released as 2 parts. There is a Sega CD poster in here, but it came out after the console did. But I love Sonic 3 and Knuckles so fucking much. Oh, yeah, whoever the hell had this game marked out the barcode. That's kind of weird. But yeah, great game. And yes, in case if you're been living under a rock for like 10 to 20 years now, yeah, Sonic 3 Knuckles connects. This is what the Sonic and Knuckles cartridge looks like. So there you go. Next up, we have this beautiful ROM hack over here. This is my most popular video on YouTube for some goddamn reason, and it kind of makes me mad that it is. But it's my unboxing video. And it's like, all the people that watch this video, you couldn't think to subscribe to my channel. Like, why does this video have 30,000 views and I only have 600 subscribers? I hate that shit. It's like, and I'm not the only YouTuber that has that problem. But it's like, y'all, if you let the video subscribe, I'll make more stuff like this. But like, no, I'm just gonna watch it. Like, dude, like, it doesn't cost you a dime. Just press the button. It's right there. Just press it, please. It's right there. You can just please press it, because like, it would help me out a lot. Like, I'm being serious. Like, please press the subscribe button. Thank you. Even if you may never watch any of these videos ever again, it doesn't hurt you to do it. So please just do it. All right. So especially for small YouTubers like me, I'd really appreciate it. Okay. Sonic the Hedgehog 3 complete. Yes, this is a ROM hack or a remake or a fan-made version of Sonic 3. That's definitive, and I love it. And yes, I beat it, and it's great, and I would kiss it. Mwah. Because this is my favorite Sonic game besides Sonic Adventure 2. This is a great game. Besides Sonic Adventure 2, Unleashed, and Frontiers, this one is my favorite Sonic game of all time. It is. It is. Absolutely. It is. All right. All in one complete package. Okay, that's enough Sonic talk for now. Sonic is done pretty much for the rest of the video, I think. Next up is Strider. A badass game I've been wanting for years, and I finally own it. I think I got this off eBay. I don't think I bought this at my old job. I don't remember, but I think I got this off eBay. It's a great game. I love Strider. It's so much fun. It's hard, though, like a lot of these whole games are. But I haven't beaten it yet, but it is really awesome and kick-ass to play and own. It is. My true favorite these are my new favorite Sega Genesis games. These ones are. Now, I love Sonic 1 and 2 and Sonic 3, but I love these games right here. Streets of Rage 1 and 2 are so badass, with music done by the legendary Yuzo Koshiro. These games hold up so well, especially Streets of Rage 2. My best friend, or he's one of my best friends. I have like 2 or 3 best friends, but my dear friend Brandon, who's been in my smoking and talking videos, he and I played this game on my birthday night, this last September 21st, on my 30th birthday. We didn't beat it, but we got really far in it. We had a great time. It was a lot of fun. And I love Streets of Rage 2. This is such a great game. And of course, you got the iconic Don't Walk guy. Oh, I love it. I love it. Streets of Rage 1, 2. What a great game. And nobody gives a crap about Streets of Rage 3. I would get rid of this game. I only played it once. Even the box art looks hideous. Like look at Axel. He just looks terrible. And Blaze, yeah, they don't look very good. And there's a kangaroo dude. That's funny. But no, this game sucks. It does. This isn't even the official copy, in case if you can't tell. If you're the biggest Streets of Rage 3 fan, and I forget to talk. If you love this game, then keep loving it, man. But it's not for me. It's not for a lot of people. It just sucks. It's not very good. I'm sorry. This is a spooky ass game that I actually really like. Subterranean. This is a cool game. It has a spooky atmosphere to it. It just. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I love the remix of. Okay, there's the official box art of Phantasy Star 2. In case if you're wondering what it looks like. It looks terrible, right? But I love this music. It's like, oh yeah, I love it. Okay, so Subterranean, right? Good game and everything. I haven't beaten it yet, but it is really good, and it's got spooky feel to it, and I love it. Can you handle the pressure? What a cool game. I love it. Super Monaco GP. I don't know why the hell I have this game. I never play it. It's only one player. What the fuck? This is just like a standard to have on the Genesis, but you're never gonna like really touch it. That's yeah. So I don't know. And then we got this golden goose of a game right here, Super Street Fighter 2. This is an awesome, fun game. I really like this game. I do. I'm not the biggest fan of Street Fighter, but I do love this game. Well, you saw my Dreamcast video. I was like, I want Street Fighter Third Strike, and I still want to own it. But this game is also good too. Sword of Vermilion. This is one of Yu Suzuki's first games. No, it's not. But this is his first. I think this is one of his first, or YesNet's, one of their first console games. Yeah, or AM2s. It is. And yeah, this is developed by Yu Suzuki. It is, and I like this game, but it's not the best. But you can tell there's some very early ass like Shenmue ideas and inspirations in this game that they carry on over to Shenmue. It's very arcadic and it doesn't play like Shenmue at all. But like, there's some story elements that are somewhat similar. So that's one thing about that you can tell. It's a Yu Suzuki game almost immediately. Tin Head. I love this game. It's got a great theme song. It's got a great soundtrack that plays well. Haven't been in yet, but it's a lot of fun. Another game that I haven't been in yet that should have a safe future, ToeJam and Earl. ToeJam and Earl is awesome. It's a good game. It's so long, but so good. It's so good. It's got funk. It's got 90s like aesthetic and rhythm to it. I love this game, man. It's a fun game. Terminator 2, the arcade game, a great fun experience. I need to keep playing this game. I really like it. It's really good. Hasta la vista, baby. Good ass game. Toy Story, the Genesis game, which I talked about this game in my Toy Story Trilogy movie review. Didn't grow up with it, but I saw commercials of it as a kid from the VHS tape, I believe. It's a great game. I like it a lot. It's really hard, but it is really good. And you even got Woody on the side there on this custom box art. It's awesome. I don't think I have the manual. No, I don't. But there's what the box art is supposed to look like, just so you guys know. I think I showed it off again in my Toy Story review. That is the official cartridge. These two games are a lot of fun. Vector Man 1 and 2. Great games. They're hard as hell, but they're good. that sounds like a lot of Genesis games are hard as hell, but they're good. Same thing with some at least the Super Nintendo games. Most of them you can save your progress, which is awesome. But I love Vector Man. It is good. It is good. Yeah, Vector Man. And Vector Man 2. Ooh, I recognize that song. Oh, that's Phantasy Star. That's Phantasy Star. That's Phantasy Star 1. Yeah, I think that song might have Return in 4, which is why Phantasy Star 4 is showing off. Zombies Ate My Neighbors. Fun game. My wife loves this game. I do too. This is one of the few games she has as a kid as well. It's a fun game. I do like Zombies Ate My Neighbors. It's really good. It is. It's not too hard or anything. It's long is all. Same thing with ToeJam and Earl. ToeJam and Earl's not very hard either. Did I say it was hard? It's not hard. It's super long. Like these are two fun 90s games for 90s kids, but they're just long ass games. They should have safe futures. But yeah. And then we have this Mickey Mouse trilogy. I don't know why well, that's how I have it set up in my collection. This is a really good game. This is like the big game on Genesis before Sonic came out, kind of. Quackshot is a lot of fun. I love Quackshot. And then we have World of Illusion starring Mickey and Donald. It's also a good game. It is. And then last but not least, we have this guy. This pretty much killed my Sega Genesis collecting, kind of. My EverDrive, there's a lot of games I have on this little SD card. I think it's 32 gigabytes big, but that's like huge for the Genesis library. I shit you not. You can fit the entire, like every region, Japan, North America, and in Europe, library on this card times like 10. I think so, or something ridiculous like that. Genesis games are very, 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 very small. But I have a lot of great games on here, including some like really good like fan translated games, which is awesome. Thank you, CD Romance, for that. Seriously, thank you. All right, guys, thanks again for watching my video. Yeah, I don't have much to say about each game, so I'm going by kind of fast. But this is technically my first-ish episode. Stay tuned. Please subscribe and follow for part 2 or episode 2 or 5, which is technically episode 6 or something. But it's going to be on my Game Boy Advance games, which isn't there. And yeah, I'm doing some reorganizing of my shelves. I now have a shrine to Dragon Ball. Isn't that awesome? My first 3 shelves. That's so cool. But yeah, guys. Sorry. Anyways, join me for next time where I talk about the Game Boy Advance. Goodbye. I love the Game Boy Advance. So that's going to be a fun one. Bye for now, guys. Thanks for watching.